Yes, sir.
Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Okay, now it is recording. Okay, these are the parameters that are to be calculated now. So here, so velocity of the air 3 meters per second at a distance of 280 mm, that is 0.8 meters. A density of air 1.1374 kg per meter cube. Thermal conductivity of air 0.02732 watt per meter Kelvin or watt per meter degree centigrade. Both can be used unit. Specific heat 1.005 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. And kinematic viscosity 16.768 into 10 power minus 6 meter square per second. Kinematic viscosity units meter square per second. So here flat plate, flow on a flat plate under laminar boundary layer condition, laminar flow. But you have to verify whether the flow is laminar or not. But how do we verify whether the flow is in laminar condition or not? For that, you have to calculate the Reynolds number. Reynolds number is the parameter that determines whether the flow is in laminar, transition, or turbulent. That's why first we have to calculate Reynolds number. Let us first ascertain the type of flow, whether the flow is laminar or turbulent. If the laminar only, then only you are supposed to use all these equations. Okay, na? Now, Reynolds number, how do you calculate Reynolds REX? Reynolds number at a given value of x, that is equal to rho into velocity into x by dynamic viscosity. But you can replace dynamic viscosity by mu by rho with kinematic viscosity. So you can calculate Reynolds number by using the formula velocity into x by kinematic viscosity. That is equal to here velocity 3 meters per second into at a given value of x 0.28 divided by kinematic viscosity given from the tables 16.78 into 10 power minus 6. So from this you can calculate Reynolds number 5 into 10 power 4. Obviously if you verify this Reynolds number, it is less than, since Rex is less than 5 into 10 power 5, hence the flow is laminar. So critical Reynolds number for laminar flow on a flat plate is 5 lakhs or 5 into 10 power 5. But here, after calculation, the Reynolds number value is 5 into 10 power 4, which is obviously less than 5 into 10 power 5. Hence, the flow is laminar. So you have to calculate Reynolds number. You have to write this sentence. Further, there are 1 or 2 marks in the solution. If you do not write, they will deduct 2 marks. That's why it is very important. You have to verify whether the flow is laminar or in a other condition. So once you got flow, if you ascertain the flow is in laminar condition, then you have to go for straightaway calculations by using the available equations. So first bit, hydrodynamic boundary thickness at x is equal to 0.8 meters. Delta, boundary thickness delta. But how do we calculate? I have given the derivation in the earlier classes. That is 4.64 into x divided by square root of REX. So that is equal to 4.64 into x value 0.28 divided by square root of REX value calculated as 5 into 10 power 4. Substitute that value under square root. That's why finally you will be getting delta value 0.00626 meters. 0.00626 meters. So that is 6.26 mm. 6.26 mm. And second bit, local coefficient of friction or skin friction coefficient, CFX. How do you calculate? This formula has been given in the earlier classes for a flat plate under laminar boundary layer condition. So CFX, local skin friction coefficient is equal to 0.664 divided by square root of Rex. That is equal to 0.664 divided by square root of 5 into 10 power 4. From that, the value is calculated value 0.002969. So this is a no unit because it is a coefficient of friction. Coefficient. Next, average coefficient of friction, CF bar. Bar, if you use the bar on the top, that is average value. Average skin friction coefficient or local friction coefficient, CF bar, is equal to 2 times of CFX, or otherwise, that is CF bar is equal to 1.38328 divided by square root of REL. Average value you are taking. That's why instead of REX, this becomes REL. That is for at a length of the plate L. So here X is equal to L is equal to 0.28. That's why REX only. So 1.328 divided by REX, that is square root of REX, that is 1.328 divided by square root of 5 into 10 power 4. If you calculate this one, your average skin friction coefficient CF bar will be coming as a value of 0.005939. So after that, fourth bit, shear stress due to friction. Shear stress tau is equal to, from the earlier formula, that is tau by half rho u free stream square is equal to CFX. From that formula, shear stress tau is equal to, tau naught means y, we are calculating tau naught on the surface of the plate at y is equal to 0. That's why tau naught, the shear stress, is equal to CFX into rho u free stream square by 2. That is equal to CFX 0.002969 into rho value, density of the air, 1.1374 into u free stream square, velocity of air 3 meters per second, 3 square divided by 2, divided by 2. Then from that calculation, you'll be getting shear stress as 0.01519 Newton per meter square. 0.01519 Newton per meter square shear stress. So general stress, what are the units of stress? Force by area. Force units Newton, area meter square. So shear stress. So you can calculate like this. Next, fifth bit, thickness of the thermal boundary layer. So while deriving the local convective heat transfer coefficient, expression for convective heat transfer coefficient, we have arrived on relation delta TH by delta is equal to 0.975 divided by Prandtl number to the power 1 by 3. So 0.975 you can take approximately 1. That's why delta TH by delta is equal to 1 by Prandtl number to the power 1 by 3. So from that delta TH, thermal boundary thickness or thickness of the thermal boundary is equal to delta by Prandtl number to the power 1 by 3. That is equal to delta value. So already we calculated 0.00626 meters. So in SI units, you have to use meters only. So 0.00626 meters divided by Prandtl number 0.7 whole to the power 1 by 3. So if you simplify this one, thermal boundary layer thickness delta is equal to 0.00705 meters. Delta TH is equal to 0. Thermal boundary thickness 0.00705 meters. In mm, 7.05 mm. Next, sixth bit, local convective heat transfer coefficient. How do you calculate? Already given in the earlier classes, local convective heat transfer Hx is equal to 0.332 into K by X into Rex to the power 1 by 2 into Prandtl number to the power 1 by 3. So that is equal to 0.332. Sorry, Hx is equal to, that is local convective transfer coefficient, Hx is equal to 0.332 into K, thermal conductivity of air. K value 0.02732 divided by x at a given value of x of 280 mm, that is 0.28 meters, into Rex to the power 1 by 2, that is 5 in 10 power 4 to the power 1 by 2, into Prandtl number to the power 1 by 3, that is 0.7 to the power 1 by 3. So if you simplify this one, then you'll be getting the local heat transfer coefficient Hx is equal to 6.43 watt per meter square degrees Kelvin. So next bit, average heat transfer coefficient H bar. Hx is a local convective heat transfer coefficient at any given value of x, but average already given. So 1 by L into integral 0 to L Hx dx. From that, after integration and substituting the limits and dividing with L, you'll be getting average heat transfer coefficient H bar is equal to 0.664 into K by L into REL to the power 1 by 2 into Prandtl number to the power 1 by 3. So that is equal to 0.664 into 0. K, thermal conductivity of air, 0.02732 divided by L, 0.28 into REL. At x value, x is equal to L is equal to 0.28. That's why Rex is equal to REL in this case. So 5 into 10 power 4 whole to the power 1 by 2 into Prandtl number 0.7 whole to the power 1 by 3. So after calculation, then average heat transfer coefficient H bar is equal to 12.86 watt per meter square degree centigrade. Or otherwise, you can also calculate H bar is equal to 2 times of Hx. So you can use this formula also. That is H bar is equal to 2 into 6.43. Or otherwise, you can use the direct formula. You can use the direct formula and you will get the average heat transfer coefficient H bar is equal to 12.86 watt per meter square Kelvin. Next, heat transfer rate in this. How do you calculate? Heat transfer rate or rate of heat transfer by convection. That is Q convection here. What is this one? Q convection. Heat transfer rate or convection heat transfer. Q convection, convection heat transfer is equal to, how do you calculate general formula? HA delta T. Here H bar into area, surface area, surface area into temperature difference, Ts minus T free stream, where H bar is the average heat transfer coefficient, As is the surface area, Ts is the plate surface temperature, T free stream temperature of the fluid or free stream temperature. That is equal to H bar 12.86 into surface area. For a given x value and width of the plate B is equal to 0.28. It's also 280 mm. That's why x into B. That L into B, or otherwise x into B. Surface area. Surface, top surface area. One surface area of the top surface or bottom surface. One surface area of the flat plate having dimensions 0.28 and width 0.28. Surface area. So 0.28 and 0. Into plate surface temperature 56 minus T free stream temperature 20 degrees. That's why convective heat transfer after calculation 36.29 watts. Okay, next, total drag force on the plate. Drag force FD, D for drag, F for force. Total drag force on the plate, on the one side of the plate. So that is shear stress into area of the plate on one side. If you take the both sides, you have to multiply with 2. So drag force on one side of the plate, shear stress into area of the plate. Shear stress tau naught already you calculated here. That is 0.01519. So 0.01519 into area 0.28 into 0.28. That is equal to 0.00119 newtons. Drag force 0.00119 newtons. So like that, you can easily calculate all these. Solving a problem is very easy in the under convection, but derivation to some extent difficult, and the concept knowing to some extent difficult. But once you thoroughly prepare the concept on theory and derivations, and directly you can use the formula, and you can easily solve the problem. Very easy to solve problems under convection, but to some extent concepts are difficult, and derivations are lengthy. That's all. That is only. But concepts also will be clear. Derivations also you can practice. Concept will be clear if you read 1 or 2 times, and if you hear the lessons in a concentration way. Then it is very easy to solve problems under convection. Now, so next problem, air at 27 degrees centigrade and 1 bar flows over a plate at a speed of 2 meters per second. So air temperature 27 degrees centigrade and air pressure 1 bar flows over a plate at a speed of free stream velocity, free stream 2 meters per second. Here calculate boundary layer thickness. First bit boundary layer thickness delta at what distance? 400 mm from the leading edge of the plate. That is first bit. And second, in that first bit, one more point, one more parameter you have to calculate. Find the mass rate of flow or mass flow rate per unit width of the plate. And next, second bit, if the plate is maintained at 60 degrees centigrade, calculate the heat transfer per hour. You asked heat transferred per hour. Yeah, you asked. Okay, yeah, air temperature, the T free stream 27 degrees centigrade, and air is at a pressure of 1 bar, but don't worry about the pressure. And at a speed of very small pressure, you can neglect pressures, variation of pressure with respect to X. Already while deriving, we are neglect the pressure, so don't worry about the pressure. And air T free stream temperature 27 degrees centigrade, and free stream velocity free stream 2 meters per second, and at a given value of X from the leading edge 400 mm or 0.4 meters. For this, first you have to calculate delta. After that, you have to calculate mass flow rate per unit width of the plate. B is equal to 1 meter. And second bit, plate is maintained at 60 degrees centigrade. Surface temperature 60 degrees centigrade. TS 60 degrees centigrade. And calculate the heat transfer per 1 hour. So here you have to take the readings from bulk mean temperature. That is mean temperature 27 plus 60 divided by 2. That's why properties of air are to be taken from the tables at a bulk mean temperature of average of these two temperatures 27 and 60. That is 27 plus 60 divided by 2. That will be coming as 43.5 degrees centigrade. So you have to note down the properties of air at this 43.5 degrees centigrade. So kinematic viscosity, nu 17.36 in 10 power minus 6 meters square per second. Thermal conductivity of air at this temperature 43.5 degrees centigrade 0.02749 watt per meter Kelvin, and Cp 1006 joule per kg Kelvin. So joule, that's why 1006. If you kilojoule, 1.006 kilojoules per kg. And gas constant, air constant R. So 287 Newton meter per kg meter Kelvin. And Prandtl number 0.7. Here given temperature of the fluid T free stream 27 degrees centigrade, pressure 1 bar, U free stream 2 meters per second, and at a distance of X 400 mm or 0.4 meters. First you have to calculate the boundary thickness delta. What is the delta value? So sometimes you can directly get a new value given directly, you can use directly U free stream into L by kinematic viscosity, or otherwise you can also calculate the Reynolds number Rex by using the density into U free stream into L instead of X, L divided by dynamic viscosity mu. For that rho, you can calculate rho because here given R is given. That's why PV is equal to MRT. From that relation, density rho is equal to PV is equal to MRT. From that P is equal to M by volume into RT. So from that mass by volume density. So from that density rho is equal to P by RT. So density rho is equal to P by RT. So pressure given 1 bar, 1 into, so 10 power 6 or 10 power 5, I think. 1 in 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. 1 in 10 power 5 Newton per meter square divided by 287, R value 287 into temperature 27 plus 273. That is equal to some density value 1.16 kg per meter square. Sorry, 1.16 kg per meter cube density of the air. You can, or otherwise, you can directly kinematic viscosity. For this, why have density rho, why I have calculated in order to substitute in the Reynolds number calculation. But you can directly kinematic viscosity, L into U free stream divided by kinematic viscosity nu. You can calculate like that also. So I am using density into velocity into L, characteristic length L divided by dynamic viscosity mu. So from the tables, dynamic viscosity mu is 19.8 10 power minus 6. So that's why Rex Reynolds number that is equal to rho 1.16 into, so length at a distance of 0.4 meters into U free stream 2 divided by dynamic viscosity from the tables at this temperature 43.5 degrees centigrade, 19.8 into 10 power minus 6. Then after calculation, then you will be getting Reynolds number 46,869. Obviously, it is less than 5 lakhs. That's why the flow is in laminar condition. So once you got the Reynolds number, then how do you calculate boundary layer thickness delta? So from the basic formula for a laminar boundary layer for a flat plate, that is delta is equal to boundary layer thickness. Delta is equal to 4.64 into x divided by square root of Rex. That is equal to 4.64 into x value 0.4 divided by Rex value 46,869. Square root of 46,869. That is equal to, so then your, so delta value 0.00857 meters. Then that is equal to 8.57 mm. That is boundary thickness. First bit, first point. And first bit, second point. Mass flow rate per unit width. How do you calculate mass flow rate? In the while discussing that mass momentum equation, while deriving the mass equation and momentum equation, we mass flow rate, mass entry, we calculate like this: integral 0 to delta rho u dy. If you refer the derivation, mass momentum equation, momentum equation, energy equation derived, those three derivations. You refer those momentum equation or mass equation, mass entry. So mass, how do you mass flow rate? So how much mass that enter, that much mass may be leaving. That's why mass flow rate, integral entry or exit you can take. But so general formula, integral 0 to delta rho u dy, mass flow rate. That is equal to integral 0 to delta rho into, but u, velocity distribution, what is u by u free stream is equal to, u by u free stream is equal to 3 by 2 y by delta minus y by 2 y by delta cube. From that relation, u is equal to u free stream into 3 by 2 y by delta minus 1 by 2 y by delta cube. That's why integral 0 to delta rho into, but how do you get the u value? From the velocity distribution, u by u free stream is equal to 3 by 2 y by delta minus 1 by 2 y by delta cube. From that relation, u is equal to u free stream into 3 by 2 y by delta minus 1 by 2 y by delta cube. That's why mass flow rate mx is equal to integral 0 to delta rho u dy is equal to integral 0 to delta rho into instead of u write u free stream into 3 by 2 y by delta minus 1 by 2 y by delta cube dy dy. So integration. So what you have to do here? So rho for a given density constant, take rho outside. U free stream constant velocity, take outside for a given value of free stream velocity of U free stream. You assume this is a constant, density constant. And you have to go for integration, 3 by 2 y by delta minus 1 by 2 y by delta cube dy integrations. First go for 3 by 2 y by delta integration. So 3, what is the integration? Y square by 2. Okay, delta is constant. That's why 3 by 2 into y square by 2 into 1 by delta. That is 3 by 2 into 2, 4. 3 by 4 into y square by delta minus 1 by 2 y cube. Integration y to the power 4 by 4. Y to the power 4 by 4. That's why 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. That is 1 by 8 minus 1 by 8 into y to the power 4 divided by delta cube. Y 4 divided by delta cube. Between the limits 0 and delta. Okay, anyhow, for 0, there is no term. For delta, if you substitute delta here, so here delta, the 3 by 4 delta minus 1 by 8 delta. So delta square by delta, delta. Delta to the power 4 by delta cube, delta. That's why 3 by 4 delta minus 1 by 8 delta. So if you simplify this one, so rho u free stream delta, rho u free stream delta, and constant value 5 by 8 rho into 5 by 8 into rho into u free stream into delta. That is equal to 5 by 8. Density of A 1.16 into u free stream given 2 delta 0.00857 meters. Now, if we simplify this one, then that will be coming as 0.01242 kgs per second, mass flow rate. Generally, kgs per second. 0.01242 kg per second. Next, heat transfer. But how do you calculate heat transfer? For that, you require h bar A into Ts minus T free stream. But h bar is required. That's why first calculate h bar. Heat transfer Q. So Nu bar is equal to h bar L by K. That is equal to 0.664 into REL to the power 1 by 2 into Prandtl number to the power 1 by 3. From this relation, h bar is equal to, if you take the K and L to the right side, that it becomes K by L. H bar is equal to K by L into 0.664 into R Redon's number value already calculated, 46,869. That's why 46,869 whole to the power 1 by 2 into Prandtl number 0.7 whole to the power 1 by 3. And if you simplify this one, thermal conductivity K of the air from the tables noted down as 0.02749 divided by length of the plate at a given x is equal to L is equal to 0.4 divided by 0.4 into 0.664 into, so Reynolds number 46,869 whole to the power 1 by 2 into Prandtl number 0.7 to the power 1 by 3. If you simplify this one, if you calculate this one, then h bar is equal to, in this problem, you will be getting as 8.77 watt per meter square Kelvin. 8.77 watt per meter square Kelvin. Average heat transfer to h bar 8.77 watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay na? Now, Heat transfer, convection, Q convection. How do you calculate? Q, Q is equal to H bar into AS or A, surface area, A into area into TS minus T free stream. H bar value, just now we calculated as 8.77 into area. So per unit width, X into B or L into B. L here at a given value of X is equal to L is equal to 0.4 into width of the plate, unit width, per unit width, 1 meter. That's why 0.4 into 1 into surface temperature. What is surface temperature given here? So temperature of the plate. The plate is maintained at 60 degrees centigrade. So surface temperature 60, T free stream temperature 27 degrees centigrade. The velocity of the air, sorry, temperature of the air. That is temperature of the air 27 degrees centigrade. So heat is transferred from plate surface to fluid air. That's why 60 minus 27. And if you calculate this one, 115.76 watt per watts. 115.76 watts or joule per second. So joule per second. But he has asked to calculate heat transfer per hour. This is heat transfer per 1 second. That's why heat transfer per 1 hour, you have to multiply with 3600. That's why heat transfer per heat transferred per hour, 115.76 into 3600 divided by 1000. This will be in joules. If you want to convert in kilojoules, you have to divide with 1000. This is to convert into hours. Per 1 second, this is the heat transfer rate. Per 1 hour, what is the heat transfer rate? You have to multiply with 3600. That is 115.76 into 3600 joules per hour. But generally that will be a high value. That's why you have to reduce to the kilojoules. That's why 115.76 into 3600 divided by 1000. Then you will be getting kilojoules per hour. Kilojoules per hour. So 416 point. So heat transferred per hour 416 around 416 kilojoules. 416 kilojoules. Like that, the solving of problems under this convection. So if you know the concept, if you know the formulae, and if your derivations are thorough, and if you practice a number of derivations in a number of times, and if you solve problems in number of times, so problems are very, very easy. Okay, na? So that's about these problems under a laminar flow for a flat plate. How to calculate transfer, local heat transfer coefficient, average heat transfer coefficient, local Nusselt number, average Nusselt number, and heat transfer rate, and skin friction coefficient, and average skin friction coefficient, thermal boundary delta, delta TH, sorry, hydrodynamic boundary section delta, thermal boundary delta TH, like that, shear stress, shear force, like that you can calculate any type of parameter on a flat plate. So solving is very easy. Okay, na? So that's all for today. So any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, that's all for today. If there are no doubts, I'm closing. Okay, any doubt? Okay. Shall I close?